What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died? Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right? He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Oh, great idea! There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm. Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamat. Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh! I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well? Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavour invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are! How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye! Not Queen Sphene!
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely. Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hey! Are you alright?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you.
We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes? Is that so? What a shame. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolo if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
we've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphere, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Fiend's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear, to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend? Agreed. And besides, you owe him for that bolt of lightning.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way. and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Hold on. Hold on.
There should be an access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Hold on.
have to deal with it to continue on.
Just the beginning.
that keeps construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's down locations. Stay alert.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength. was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Hold on. Something special for you.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet. still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this. This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls. Introduce more weaponry. Let us see what this is. Approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate.
Just the beginning.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Just the beginning.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternus. That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Alex was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sveen and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal. Stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sveen.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sveen? What?
What happened? Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? Ah, I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else. You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zelenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zelenia! Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
There it is.
I am Zelenia Trianta Phili, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen. Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving. artwork should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar! Fall!
Have care! Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight! For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike! No more games!
Quickly! Away from the sigils! The sigils channel magic! Be on your guard!
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you! Taste my steel! There is no escape! Surge! Have at you! Fall!
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet...
I have pledged my life to the kingdom. Have at you! My resolve shall never waver. I am sworn to protect my queen! I will die before I yield!
there to protect me.
Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission.
Hold it!
If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
Zelenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Then Preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the Source and the Shards, and to refer to theirs as the Ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
This tiara... It was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. A tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The endless me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait, is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Bloody things have gone mad!
Why is this happening?
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution! This is just like before, when Zerroja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Are you all...
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Are you alright?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.